what the number 14 is going to pull out his pocket today.
Not so many fans in the grandstands at the moment here in Qatar. Of course, racing in the Grand Prix class is getting underway much later on, but I do hope any locals here give Hamad Al Sahouti is just celebrations and praise for his efforts today. Veda Ega Pratama then, 3rd position with the save of the day already.
I think it will remain the save of the day. Like, the pressure is on the Grand Prix classes to try and top that. I don't think anyone will.
The aim actually in racing tends to be not to have to do the save altogether. But if they're going to have to, yeah, the
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
But yeah, incredible stuff on the number 7, and yeah, definitely a well-deserved podium for him. But whew, I'm still feeling the adrenaline a little bit after that one.
Yeah, a bit exhausted. So the win out that time around was 1.3 seconds, but then you've got mere hundredths of a second separating positions 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, with Wakamatsu getting 6th place overall. Then what's that done to the championship standings? Adaki is the leader ahead of Izawa. Al Sahouti in 3rd. He'll be gutted he's only just a wild card, wouldn't he? And Mie in 4th.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's now maybe I could continue.
Yeah,
we'll have to see how that pans out. But Adaki then doing his wave to the crowd, or more the marshals.
Ends in a few minutes. Hurry up.
But yeah, hopefully they give him a good reception around the track. That was a really stunning win, that was.
Yeah.
Good job from the number 14, and I'm sure he'll probably feel a little bit more relaxed as well now, because there was a lot of pressure on him coming into this after being so fast from the off. So job well done. What are we watching here then?
Oh gosh,
is it a track
Wakamatsu
limit?
was so close to the track limits. I think he just ran it to the edge. But
it's
this
hard
is the
to
final
know,
corner.
isn't it, from that angle, because it can look close, but it can be close in the right way, or it can be just over. And that camera angle is, yeah, making it a challenge to tell. But look, that number 23, so close. Moving over there, just moving slightly to the left to cover off those riders who were trying to nab it there. Really good move from Al Sahouti there. And
it looks like the Asia Challenge Cup riders, heaven forbid, could actually teach the Moto3 World Championship riders a thing or two about not swerving into the path on the home straight as well, eh?
That was, after yesterday we had a bit of drama, although we keep saying like today was a nice clean race. That's not to say that crashes are by definition dirty.
No.
But there were a few mistakes and just little bits of messy contact yesterday as we got underway for 2022. But that was certainly an exemplary example of racing, wasn't it? Yep,
I hope the Moto3 World Championship riders have taken due note of that. As we see, Adaki has made it round to come in towards Parc Ferme to join Al Sahouti and Pratama. 3 different flags above the podium there will be in this one, as the other riders have already made it in. He will be absolutely over the moon with that. Yesterday we had Takaki Nakagami come to the podium and Parc Ferme to congratulate the riders and hand out the trophies. And hugs all around for Al Sahouti and Adaki. They are friends, these riders. You got Alberto Puig down there as well, congratulating them. He's still involved in this sort of thing. We got Ray Wakamatsu failed to comply with long lap penalty.
He must have had maybe then a long lap penalty.
He must have gone over
for the track limits. Yeah, he's got a track limits warning, we can see there at 12:14 it came up, so that must have been just in the latter stages of that race. And then
so he probably did it on the final lap, and then obviously being the final lap, he didn't fail to comply with it, he just ran out of laps.
Yeah, probably just didn't have time to get that done.
Yes, so that's
failed to tell the future.
So where has he finished then? He has been pushed down to P9, so that moves Izawa up into P6 and Thompson and Puertosan. So the championship's
got
even
closer then, yeah, exactly. I'm not quite quick enough to do the maths. What was the deficit? It was 7 points, wasn't it? So it'll be less than 7 points now.
Yeah, correct. Well done.
A-level maths, thank you very much.
You can see the signs for MotoGP Unlimited, of course. I'm sure all of these young riders will be watching that when that comes out on the 14th of March. Well, that was a great race, that. What a great start to the day's action here in the Losail International Circuit. Nadaki's absolutely over the moon with that. Such lovely kids. Went to go see them after their race, whilst they're doing their first ever sort of interviews in the TV set, just along from our commentary position. Actually, yesterday they always do one that goes up on the Asia Talent Cup website, MotoGP.com, etc., and to their local broadcaster if they so wish for it. And yeah, all very, very nice and humble kids.
Gunmie was certainly, the frustration seemed to have subsided.
Yeah,
once the podium was over and he'd done the interview, and obviously happy to have got that second place. Yeah, they were all fairly smiling when they walked back out via the media centre, I think.
Exactly.
Little ATC parade through there.
And of course, so those at the media side of it is all part of the learning curve as well for these riders too. It's not exactly because it's front page news absolutely everywhere in the world, understandably so. Some parts of the world it could be, but you know, you've got to train them up and get ready for these things, because you know, these riders who are at the top of ATC now, they could well be at the top of World Championships going forward.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd wager that certainly third place today might make a few front pages, regional or national.
Exactly.
Because we know, Indonesia, you love this sport.
Well,
right, there we go then. Ayman Adaki taking the second race win here in Qatar from Veda Ega Pratama and Shinya Azawa. Is that the right results? It is indeed. Hamad Al Sahuti, what's happened there? On our timing screen for the standing on the last lap, we have Al Sahuti in second, so not sure exactly what's gone on there, but we have Rei Wakamatsu in ninth, so let's wait and see what...
Our timing screens haven't changed, so...
Yep, and you would expect our timing screen to change before it came up on the graphics there, so not exactly sure on that one. But it seems we know for sure Adaki has taken that win. Yeah, Al Sahuti was second across the line, and then Pratama in third. So we'll see what's happened there with the result.
Could just be a minor error, which is all right. But
these things happen. These things happen
on live TV.
But we will definitely let you know if our timing screen changes as well. So the championship then, it still has Azawa in second, 7 points back, and then Al Sahuti there in third place. So yeah, really impressive stuff from the Qatari wildcard after 2 races. Then we've got Mie, Danish, Pratama, Fuetisan, Putra, and Trihardika there in 9th place. But yeah, it's pretty big gap there, isn't it, already between the top sort of 8 or 9 riders. And then Hafi, Wakamatsu, Fadila, Carter Thompson, Nicholas, Swain, Tranduktai, and then Riswanto with a few points there.
Yeah, it's with the next race coming up in literally a matter of a couple of weeks as well. Very, it's good to be getting going so quickly once again.
Certainly, yeah, especially after what we've had with, obviously, the pandemic obliging so many changes for the ATC and, unfortunately, cancellation after the first round in 2020. It's great that we get a good few races stacked up to get this season underway.
Well, I'll tell you what, we can confirm that Hamad Al Sahuti is coming out onto the podium. The Qatari flag is there, so I think perhaps our final results there were in fact wrong, and they're not the final results.
So it was Adaki, Al Sahuti, Pratama on the podium, and then Mia, Danish, Azawa, Thompson, Fuetisan, Wakamatsu down in 9th. That was correct after that long lap, or rather 3-second penalty in lieu of the long lap. But yeah, it is always a heartbreaker when you get that late penalty. But of course, it comes from having already done it a few times throughout the race. So it feels very unkind in the timing, but it is a repeat offence, and that's why these penalties end up getting handed out. Well, here we go then.
Pratama out onto the podium, 3rd position. First podium in the Age of Talent Cup for the Indonesian. They'll absolutely love that. And also first podium for Hamad Al Sahuti, the Qatari rider. Slightly bigger ripple of applause there with local people here giving him the just praise. But here is your winner, Ayman Adaki. Sensational all weekend, pole position, and that first victory here in race 2.
Yep, stunning stuff then. You see the height difference there, almost the same height as Al Sahuti, despite being on the top step.
So fair play to him for actually bagging that second spot and not getting drafted to the line then. He's
Absolutely,
not really much of a deficit. His top speed was actually faster than Adaki's that time around, 216.4 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, wow, that's impressive.
Danish faster though, 219. So we have the trophies being presented.
A really big proud smile there. And then I think it'll be Hiroshi Ayama there presenting the winner's trophy.
The last ever 250cc world champion in 2009, Hiroshi Oyama at Honda Team Major, team boss, could well be one of these riders, team boss in the future.
Yeah, and one of the nicest men in the paddock too.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, unbelievably polite. Just what a guy. Here's the national anthem.